Hey guys, it's 2 Games or Adam, and welcome back to another one of my Fortnite videos. And today we are going to be looking at the evolution of a Fortnite Battle Royale, and specifically focusing on the Battle Royale version of Fortnite, not the PvE version of Fortnite. Since the release of Fortnite Battle Royale, end of September, beginning of October 2017, a lot has changed with this game. So many things have been added, weapons, equipment, new game modes, new customization. There's so much stuff. And in this video, we'll be going over all of the things that have been added in this game and what has changed the most over time. So in this video, we'll be focusing on three major things. We'll be looking at the weapons and equipment, then just general gameplay, and then we'll be looking at the customization. So the question for today's video is, I want you guys to let me know right now in the comment section below, what is one of your favorite things that have been added into Fortnite since the release of the Battle Royale mode? Is it a new weapon, a new equipment, a new game mode, a specific skin? Let me guys know right now in the comment section below. And like always guys, make sure to absolutely smash that like and subscribe button for more Fortnite content. And besides that, let's go ahead and start off by looking at how the weapons and equipment have changed over time here in Fortnite Battle Royale. So first up, we're going to go ahead and talk about the weapons here in Fortnite Battle Royale. And when I was doing my research for this, making sure I was correct, there were some weapons that I actually thought were base weapons in the game, and they actually weren't. So I'm really surprised how many weapons have actually been added into this game through updates. So let's go ahead and go over all the base weapons, and then we'll look at all of the weapons that were added in, okay? So the base weapons, we have the M16, the Scar, the handgun, which is the semi-auto pistol, the burst rifle, the revolver, the regular SMG, pump shotgun, the semi-auto shotgun, the bolt-action sniper, the semi-auto sniper, the rocket launcher, and grenade launcher. So those right there are the base weapons in Fortnite. Now let's look at all of the weapons that were added in through updates. So all of the new weapons in Fortnite Battle Royale, and these first two actually really surprised me. I thought these were base weapons, but they were actually added in a very early update, and those new weapons are the scoped AR, the tactical SMG, then you have the silenced SMG, the silenced pistol, which is the newest one, and then you had the snowball launcher and the pumpkin launcher, which are no longer in the game, but still they are weapons that were added in. So 4 weapons that are currently here right now, and then 2 that were exclusives or timed exclusives, and probably will be back, next Halloween and the next Christmas event. But overall, for just weapons, that's a healthy amount of weapons, and there's still equipment and a bunch of other things that have been added in, and they will definitely continue to add in more weapons. I'm sure there's going to be new weapon classes, and like an LMG class I'm sure will be a thing in the future, but more stuff to come. But now let's go ahead and look at all of the equipment that has been added in the game. Okay, so it's time to take a look at the equipment, and this is pretty crazy right here. So the base equipment in the game, let's start with that, okay? So we have the bandages, the med kit, the shield potion, the damage traps, which is like the spike traps, things like that, and then we had the grenade. So right there, that is all of the base equipment. Now let's take a look at all of the new equipment added in, and this list is a little bit longer. So we have the smoke grenades, the boogie bomb, the mini shield, the slurp juice, the bush, the chug jug, the launch pad, and the cozy campfire. I just want to say, I'm sure there's going to be stuff that I missed in this video because there is so much stuff, and as I'm looking into all of this, I am truly shocked on how many things have been added into the game. And it's crazy because just as I was reading the patch notes, I'm like, oh, there's one from yesterday, and they added in the chug jug, and I almost missed that. So new equipment, there's more new equipment than there is like base equipment, which is absolutely insane, and I'm sure we're gonna get a lot more. So from just the weapons and the equipment, there is a ton of stuff that has been added in. now let's go ahead and take a look at gameplay. So things like, you know, map changes and supply drops and things like that. That is even crazier. When Fortnite first came out at the end of September and became free to play on PC, Xbox One, and the PS4, it seemed to be just a cartoon take on the Battle Royale mode. It was still quite similar to, you know, PUBG and H1 in a way, but now it's completely different. It's its own unique thing, and gameplay-wise, it has changed a lot. Like I said, back then it was kind of, you know, a lot more serious than it is now. There are so many crazy, wacky things, and that is a result of a lot of the weapons that were added in, like the pumpkin launcher, the snowball launcher, and things like the boogie bomb, right? That just really changed Fortnite. But after reading all of the patch updates, I kind of made a list of things that really stood out to me that have changed over time. I didn't list everything because there is so much stuff, but I'm gonna go over all the things that have been added in since the release of Fortnite Battle Royale. So things like squads and duos was one of the first things that were added in, along with supply drops as well. Places like Tomato Town, Dusty Depot, and Salty Springs weren't even labeled on the map. Things like spectating, leaderboards, game modes, 50v50, and high explosives. Daily challenges were added in, end of match stats, and then of course one of the newest updates, we have the tilted towers, the shifty shafts, and junk junction. And I think with the gameplay wise, we're gonna see a lot more changes to the map, and we're gonna see a lot of game modes added in the future. I think that's one thing we can expect. And map-wise, you know, they're gonna keep adding in new areas, I'm sure, or maybe taking out old areas or completely remaking certain towns or certain areas, but eventually it wouldn't surprise me if they completely just made a brand new map. And I think that would be really cool and really awesome, being able to select what map you want to play. But I'm sure things like that are going to happen in the near future. But gameplay-wise, in Fortnite, so much has changed since day one. So last but not least, we have the customization in Fortnite. And of course, when Fortnite first came out, there was no such thing as customization. You couldn't, you know, purchase specific costumes, and you couldn't really select your gliders. There really wasn't much to choose from when Fortnite first came out. It was just the standard characters constantly rotating, but now it's a little bit different. When you're playing Fortnite, you notice some pretty crazy and out there costumes. And honestly, guys, when I'm playing sometimes and I get killed by some people who have some crazy costumes, I'm like, I have no idea that was even in the game. They're constantly adding in new things, and I think that's where Fortnite really stands out compared to other Battle Royale games like PUBG and even H1. Even though H1 does have a lot of crazy costumes, it doesn't stand out and pop like the customization does here in Fortnite Battle Royale. So along the way, they've added in costumes and different skins. They've added in all those crazy pickaxes. They have the gliders and umbrellas, the dance emotes, and then just the regular emotes. And then of course, recently they added in the battle pass as well. So much stuff has been added in, and I'm sure they're going to continue adding in more skins, you know, more pickaxes, all the stuff you already have. Plus, I'm sure they'll come up with some more and crazy stuff in the near future. So to sum it all up, Fortnite has definitely changed a ton over the short period of time that it's been out, and it'd be actually really cool to do this video again like a year from now and see how much has changed then. Back when Fortnite first came out, it was very bare bones compared to what it is now. So many weapons and equipment, game modes, you know, map changes, all the crazy customization they have added in. It's crazy to see how much the game has changed. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm only talking about some of the major things added in. I could probably be here for an hour talking about every single little detail that has been changed in this game, and there is a ton ton of stuff that they have done that I did not mention in this video. But overall, Fortnite has changed a lot. It will continue to change, and I'm really curious to see where this game will be in, you know, a year or two, and see how much has changed then and what they're going to do, because eventually they're going to have so much stuff in the game. I'm sure they're going to have to start pulling things out, because you can only have so many weapons or so many different shield potions, right? They're going to have a lot of stuff in the game, and I'm curious what they're going to do when they're going to have too much. So there we have it, guys. That was the evolution of Fortnite Battle Royale. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for a ton more Fortnite content, and besides that, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace out.